Hi Jinendra. For months now, we have been surviving in a world of pandemic caused due to the highly communicable novel coronavirus, also known as COVID-19. This has resulted to the global lockdown, thereby forcing every organization, including the schools, to shut down completely. But till when? Life has to go on. Education has to be continued, right? Hence, in order to cope up with this disturbance, the world has drastically and dramatically changed the mode of education from being offline to being online. Different countries have handled it differently. For example, LARC, a Singapore-based collaboration, has tried to provide unlimited access to its students and teachers via video conferencing and auto translation facilities. Also, TingTalk, a distance learning solution of Alibaba, is trying to ramp its global service infrastructure similar to that of LARC. Pijus, a Bangalore-based company which is the world's most highly valued edtech company, is providing its free materials via the app Think and Learn. This has put an increment in the number of students by 200%, says Mr. Mrinal Mohit, the Chief Operating Officer of the company. Some schools are even trying to use broadcast channels like Doordarshan. Even the media channel BBC is used for e-learning. Some schools are also using apps like YouTube, Zoom, Google Classroom and WhatsApp. But with all this rapid and unexpected development, one question still arises. Is this way of teaching and learning effective enough? Everybody have their own perspective. Some students are happy sitting at home, reading with more flexibility, less time consuming and less disturbing environment in this super hot summer. While all are not. Even many students are not getting access to digital technology in our country. Teachers have the same problems. They are untrained and unprepared for this new adoption. Even they are trying their level best. Guardians have their own problems. Some of them are trying to tackle children in this new system of education. But some have their own personal issues. While many of the parents are not educated enough to handle all this. Some parents are even blaming the schools for continuing the online classes just for the matter of fees. Yes, but this is also not 101% unfact. We should understand one thing. Every individual in this planet is suffering at this time. So, it is not the time to earn and control your profit and loss. Rather, it is the time to hold hands together and get rid out of the problem. So, schools can definitely avoid the fees that the students are not using at least. For example, library fees, laboratory fees, transportation fees and many more. Even if they cannot minimize it completely, they can minimize it to some level so that it can help or it can benefit the parents. Also, we should understand one thing more clearly, that this is the only possible way to continue education between the children at this point of time. Hence, we need to support it at the utmost level. And if the pandemic and the lockdown continues, similarly, every individual child should get the right to enjoy online education. Also, online education has its own benefit, like video conferencing, less disturbing environment, and picture presentation techniques. So, it becomes more easier for the children to grab the knowledge. Hence, even if the pandemic ends and the offline mode of communication education is continued, we should also support online mode of education. Both of these should be going hand by hand in this modern technology world of 21st century. Thank you.